Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Views and I watched the movie Horrible Bosses with the tagline ever wish your boss was dead. First of all, I got stung by a wasp. Yay. First time that I got stung by a wasp. I already have been stung by not a bee but the other one, you know? There's a third one, not a hornet, but the other one. You know, the one that looks kind of like a bee, but it's not a bee. That one. I've been stung by that one. But this one, you know, it still hurts and it will hurt for maybe 2 hours. 2 more hours, you know, it's been hurting all for maybe 4 hours. Wasp sting apparently, you know, takes 6 hours before it will not hurt anymore. That's what my colleague said. Anyway, second of all, today we would have watched Hell House LLC, but when I looked up the movie to watch it, I saw that there was a fifth one, and that one is coming out next Friday. So I thought, yeah, I can watch, you know, the franchise this week, and then wait 2 weeks, and then watch the fifth one, or we, you know, switch a couple movies around in the planning and watch it in 2 weeks. So at the end of this month, you know, the last week of this month, we're gonna watch Hell House LLC, the whole franchise from the first one to the fifth one. Well, if the fifth one is available, but I think it will be. And that's why we're watching Horrible Bosses today, because otherwise we would have watched it next week. Yes, next week would have been this movie, and in 2 weeks would have been Time Bomb Y2K, which is actually a documentary, but I'm kind of interested in it because, you know, I was just 1.5 years old when, you know, Y2K happened. So I'm kind of interested, you know, in the documentary from all the shit behind it, yada yada yada. That said, if you wait a minute, not a minute, but a second, I'm putting some shit on the hard drive, and then I'll be there. Okay, so let's just start with the movie now, shall we? Because that's what you're here for. It's dry mouth. Just water. Stay hydrated. Not sponsored by Prime, and I don't want to be sponsored by them. Anyway, we see an empty parking lot, and we see a car driving up, and he parks, and then the driver comes out, and when the door opens, he immediately, and we hear him narrate. He is kind of in a hurry, so we see him run, and we see him run on the little stairs, you know, up, and then he runs inside. He says hello to the guard, and then he is at the elevator. Now he pushed the button, ding. Next thing that we see is that he is sitting in his office. Well, it's still dark, and at the dark office, you know, he's there, and then, you know, he puts his jacket out, he puts on a chair, sits down, and puts on the computer and starts to work. I'm gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know what's going to happen next, watch the movie yourself. Um, I didn't know what to expect actually. Well, yeah, horrible bosses, but I didn't know it was about this. Um, there was one scene that, Jesus fucking Christ. We had Kevin Spacey, who played one of the bosses, and he played Harkin. And we had the guy, I think he also plays in Always Sunny, which I've seen a couple episodes from, but that's it. So I'm not sure, but I think he's one of the guys. You know, he's the funny guy with the kind of high voice. But Jesus Christ, what he was stupid. Not stupid, dumb. He was fucking dumb because yeah, they were planning to kill each other's bosses. Basically, that's what the movie is about. And you know, he was outside, you know, in his car, in one of them, in one of their cars. I think it was from Kurt, but anyway, he was sitting in the car, and he was the lookout, you know, because the other two were in his house, you know, in the house from Harkin, and he threw, you know, it was eaten, he threw, you know, something out, you know, and Harkin picked it up because he was jogging, you know, and he just came, you know, jogging by, and he picked it up and thought, you know, all hostile, and then when he said, oh, you want to see something hostile, you know, he started to choke because apparently he was allergic to peanuts, and that contained peanuts. So yeah, he was on the ground, you know, for, you know, all pointing up because you know probably his throat is starting to swell up, and the motherfucker just, the motherfucker, I mean, Dale, he helped him too. Dude, you are planning to kill him. Why are you helping him? Apparently, Dale didn't know that was Harkin. But, oh my god, this dumb motherfucker. I'm not talking about motherfucker Jones, played by Jamie Foxx. No, when I hear Jamie Foxx, I always think about a hot woman, you know, not about a black guy or just a guy in general. I don't think, you know, when I hear Jamie Foxx, you know, especially before I knew who he was, you know, when I heard the name Jamie Foxx, I always thought it was a hot woman, you know, because you know, Jamie Foxx, you know, it sounds like a hot woman, but then it's a guy. That's not what I expected, you know. But you know, he's a good actor, so you know, I can't complain. But you know, but anyway, they were, Jesus Christ. But why? Yeah. And also at the end we had some nice bloopers, which is which is always fun to see. This movie is definitely a 5 out of 5. It was funny. it was definitely funny, and it was a quick watch, because you know, after I started writing, it was just I was really into the movie. I was curious, okay, how are they gonna do it? What's the plan? Are they gonna succeed or not? But yeah. It's definitely 5 out of 5. So go watch it if you haven't watched it yet, because it's really funny. Leave likes, recommend a good movie about a boss. Mm, or a movie about an amateur hitman, like them. Because I know there's a movie with Danny DeVito, which is funny because he's also in. Is always funny on Philadelphia. It's always funny, So sunny. It's always sunny. Jesus fucking Christ. Just recommend a good movie. Let's keep it at that. Subscribe. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Come join Discord. No, there's nobody there, but hey, come join it anyway. See you guys tomorrow for Horrible Bosses 2, because obviously they can't leave it at 1. And I'm curious, will it keep up with this? Will it also be a 5 out of 5, or will it be lower, like some, or almost all sequels are? If it's just a 2-parter, who knows? Well, it doesn't have to be. There are a lot of good sequels. I like Back to the Future 2 more than I like Back to the Future 1. I also own a Playmobil set of Back to the Future, with a DeLorean and a Doc and a Marty. Obviously, obviously still in box, unboxed, because I'm a collector. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that, yada yada yada, and see you guys tomorrow for Horrible Bosses 2, and otherwise I'll see you guys later for episode 26 of the Twilight Zone. We're almost there. We have 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 5 episodes to go. 5 episodes, well, minus this one. Then 4 episodes from tomorrow on. 4 episodes. And then, that's it. That's it for the Twilight Zone of 1985. Then we're going to Squid Game Season 1, which I have seen when it came out, because there was a lot of hype, so I thought, why not watch it? Obviously, we're gonna watch it in Korean, but well, I'll be watching it in Korean and then make a review for it. Season 2, Season 3, I haven't seen yet, because when Season 2 came out, I thought, let's go. And then I saw, Season 3, it's just a bit later. So, let's wait until Season 3 comes out and let's watch it all together. Why watch one thing and then just a bit later, the next thing, the sequel comes out. Just like with Hell LLC, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna do first the 4 movies, then wait a week before it comes out and then do part 5. No, just watch it all together. So that will be coming in 2 weeks, and see you guys later, otherwise tomorrow. Bye.